Thank you very much. There had been an extensive protocol list that had been laid out by the MC. However, I must recognize the presence of His Excellency General Dr. Yakubu Gawan, former head of state and commander-in-chief of the armed forces, and the unifying president of Nigeria. I must also recognize the father of democracy that has rekindled unity into the hearts of Nigeria, who has ushered in the Fourth Republic, General Abdulsalami Abubakar, former head of state. My distinguished chairman of the House of Representatives Committee of Downstream, Comrade Joseph Akilaja, who is a friend of the House, a friend of NNPC, a comrade to the core, but identifies properly with us. The executive governors that have always been consistently with us. You've always attended our quiz competition. My brother, His Excellency Peter Vakaseki, who has always been with us on this competition. The Edo State Governor, I believe we are going to facilitate today to make sure that the dreams come true for the Kano young man. My brother, distinguished Senator, His Excellency Abubakar Bagudu of Kebbi State. Incidentally, the two executive governors are all ready for us on another phase of our program, the development of the biofuels, which both of them have shown a lot of commitment for us to bring in the investors. And we're almost tidying up with some of the investors to come on. The representatives of the governors of Plateau and Kaduna State, I must not stop the short protocol list without, of course, recognizing my boss, my brother, and the one that gives me the cheering face whenever I'm facing difficulties, Dr. Emmanuel Ibe Kachuku, Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum. I stand on existing protocols. It is an honor and privilege to witness yet another series of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation's National Science Quiz Competition, holding today in this amphitheater of the corporation. This competition started in 2000 and was limited to participants from Niger Delta. But due to its reception in 2001, it became an annual event and also covered the whole of the nation. This continued non-stop, except for a 2-year break in the series. This year's event, therefore, marks the 16th edition of the annual context. Although in my broadcast, you notice that the basic objectives have been fairly spelled out, which include to implement a core element of NNPC's corporate social responsibility. It also includes the promotion of science education in the country. Of course, you could see in some of the participants, because arts is more natural, one of them is actually teaching music and playing with the violin. It's also to encourage students in the study of STEM-related subjects, like science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It is to prepare students for promotion and qualifying examinations, some of the testimonies you've heard. It is to build relationships amongst the participating students, and we're happy with some of the testimonies we heard today that we are crossing the Niger. It is to develop students' competitive spirit, and very importantly, it is to break down the long-held stereotypes and engender a better sense of national being in participating students through the cross-cultural interactions that the context offers. This is in continuation of His Excellency, former Head of State, General Dr. Yakubu Gowon's laudable initiatives of national youth integration programs, such as the National Youth Corps and the Unity Schools. The unique aspects of this year's event is the evaluation of the initiative, which are directed should be carried out earlier in the year. I charge the corporation's Group Public Affairs Division that manages this initiative to, among others, assess the extent to which the objectives of the flagship NNPC's Corporate Social Responsibility Project are being met, and what the corporation needs to do to improve on its impact on the target audience. Following a report on the survey of 82 past winners in virtually all the 6 geopolitical zones of the country, the United Kingdom and the United States of America, I'm pleased to relay and share with you the encouraging verdict from the field evaluation of the initiative. 1, as a project that envisions encouraging secondary school students in the study of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, this initiative has surpassed expectation. The report reveals that 50% of the past winners of the NNPC quiz contest studied engineering courses at tertiary level, 40% medical sciences, and 4% in the natural sciences. As at the close of the evaluation, the 2017 winners of the scheme are ready to enroll for their degree programs. 4%, those constitute 4%. Although all of them had put up brilliant performances in their joint admissions and matriculation board examinations, while regrettably, 2 previous winners' fields of study are unknown. This gave a 98% success rate of all participants continuing with the study of STEM fields. Our vision, Mr. Chairman, is fulfilled. I feel humbled to report that all the past winners of the quiz contest that are professionally engaged are doing very well. You've seen a few examples on the screen. However, I will relay 1 or 2. In the case of Sando Aliu, one of the contest pioneer winners who works in Total Nigeria ENP, was part of the team that built the Egina floating storage and offloading unit. This of relevance to Nigeria's crude oil production. The unit's deck space, just to give you context, the unit's deck space is almost 3 times the size of a standard Federation International de Football Association, FIFA, standard football fields. This is the largest FPSO ever built. In the case of Chizaram Uchaga, an electrical electronics engineer who won the quiz competition in 2001, he runs a private company that produces the Mabis talking books, which make learning languages and various subjects easy with audio from his company's talking pen. We saw the young lady, Mary Ann Juma, a 2007 winner of the contest. She's undergoing her master's in business administration in the Harvard Business School, Massachusetts, USA, following her first degree in mathematics and economics from Amherst College in Massachusetts in 2012. She had worked in investment banking for 5 years with a focus on transactions in the oil and gas sector. The young man, Dr. Najib Usman, is a medical doctor at Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital, Kano. He is also another prominent exponent of the NNPC quiz competition, who has also been impacting the lives of indigent Nigerians by providing healthcare delivery services to them through his non-governmental organization, Hope for Health. We hope he will get his Edo wife soon. There is also the case of Bello Adesoji Tolulope, who won the quiz competition in 2008 and later earned a first-class degree in electrical engineering at the University of Lagos. He's a communications, network, and IT security specialist who manages the infrastructure of top-notch financial and technological companies in Nigeria. Another case is that of Korede Akimpelu, who won the NNPC quiz competition also in 2008. He is now a third-year PhD candidate that is about finishing his chemical engineering at the University of Texas, Austin, USA. The case of Gabriel Okoli Chukwu, who won the quiz competition in 2004, is now a robotics engineer and undergoing a PhD program at Aalto University, Finland. I can go on and on, as you've seen on the script, but the bottom line is that learning of these successes, I'm intrigued by the impact the NNPC National Science Quiz Competition has made in the lives of many of these young Nigerians. In respect of engineering national unity, in respect of engendering national unity, I'm proud to say that the NNPC National Quiz Competition has fulfilled the objectives of its founding fathers, particularly the chairman. We thank you for putting us in the right path. Many of the winners confess that their initial encounter with the Nigerian Federation and its abundant potentials was through the NNPC National Quiz Competition. The corporation sees this lofty impact in the impressionable minds of the youth as priceless. Luckily, here with us are 2 Nigerian elder statesmen, top generals of the armed forces, and former heads of state, and commanders-in-chief of the armed forces, Generals Dr. Yakubu Gawon, GCFR, and General Abdul Salami Abubakar, GCFR, who had and continue to foster the unity of the country. With the establishment of the unity schools, the National Youth Service Corps, and construction of major roads and bridges that link different regions of the country. General Gawan laid the foundation of the unwavering unity of the country. I also dare say that the ushering in of civil rule by the administration of General Abubakar gave a boost to unity in the country. It is worthy of note that the tranquility bestowed the nation by General Abubakar's administration afforded us the conducive environment to institute the quiz competition in 2000, shortly after he left office. We are indebted to both of you, sirs. I must not stop at this junction in terms of national unity without recognizing the contributions of my boss and the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, General Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, who has continued to bring in peace and stability in the country through the various initiatives and ensuring integration rather than disintegration through what many proponents call structuring. Yesterday, I briefed Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, General Muhammadu Buhari, on today's event. He sends his felicitation to us and conveys his good wishes, and thank his former bosses, the two generals, for agreeing to come and support us to close the grand finale. He promised to be with us in spirit and lauded the lofty objectives of the NNPC National Quiz Competition as a national integration vehicle. NNPC management would continue to build on the landmark achievements of the competition, would ensure that the test administration meets international standards, given the existing collaboration already established with the West African Examinations Council, WAEC, the Junior Engineering Technical Society, JETS, as well as the Science Teachers Association of Nigeria, STAN, that are all impacting positively on the high status of the initiative. On the request or observation by the Chief Imam of the National Mosque that we should include the arts, we're looking at the arts at a much higher level. Our subsidiary, Nigerian LNG, sponsors at the highest level 2 chairs, one in science and the other in literature. And the one that has always produced winners had been the literature event. So NNPC is not keeping away from the arts. Today's contest, like the past ones, is a history-making event, and I would like to seize this opportunity to welcome Your Excellencies, distinguished senators and honorable members, all the participants, their teachers and parents, who have sacrificed their normal activities to be with the contestants today. I look forward to a brilliant and competitive performance from you all. To Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari and the dignitaries here present, my love and appreciation are boundless. We feel highly honored by your presence as we collectively put in place lasting structures for our dear country. I thank the Group Public Affairs Division of the NNPC, which has painstakingly put up this brilliant event. Your performance has always been exceptional, and I'm proud of your sustained input in managing our stakeholders. Finally, to the contestants, you are all winners. May the luckiest candidates emerge. Thank you for your attention.
In line with the vision of the new NNPC under the leadership of the Group Managing Director,